Heyo, friendos! It is I, the Dr. Bosky, and I'm mostly awake this morning. I was up a little late last night working on the cutscenes and stuff, and so I've got my coffee and let me drink this real quick. So here in the States, we just got, we're in Thanksgiving weekend, so I went and visited the family, and I showed up with my Steam Deck and the latest build of the game, and I tortured my family with making them play Interstellar Sentinel, and you know, it's always fun. I came back with a laundry list of things. We had some other people in the community playing, and that's what we're going to do this morning. I'm about ready to release one, hopefully, updated version with the update, mostly just for the Caravan side of things. I got some things I need to do on the Nine Hills boss rush, but we'll come back to that. Okay, so but
good
I thought
afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be.
Yeah, so Filler Instinct, shout out to you. Thank you so much for playing. Also, shout out to Andy for playing as well. So we found a really nasty bug with the weapon downgrade system. It was only working one time and at the beginning of the level. So fix that, which is great. And then Phil and Andy have placed their, they shared their leaderboard scores. So here, check this out. So Andy posted first here, breaking the ice for the leaderboard with a cool 75 million. You can see that they collected all the Lokis. They got the no death bonus. So the objective of this Caravan mode, and by the way, Andy and Phil have spent probably between 50 and 100 hours in the game. So they come at this mode with a lot of experience. They've both beaten the game. They both have their 1 credit clears in the community. Woo, woo. And so it's really cool to see them come in and play and to see how far they're getting as well. So thank you, Andy, for that. Andy posted the bug, which is great. And then Phil came in as well. This is his score here. So we're going to watch that video because it's morning time. And this is, you know, you should always be making time to watch people play with your things. If people are going to give you time to play, especially when you're as small as we are, every little bit of new gameplay matters because you play the game in a certain way. You play the game from a place where you already, as a developer, know way more about the game and how it functions, and it's tuned also to kind of your hardest skill level. Even if you take your skill level on the best day and push it up, that's already way better than just about anyone that's going to come and play your game. Now, there are some amazing gamers out there, don't get me wrong, and you can make experiences for them, but you have to attract them first. So, and one of the ways to do that is to craft and improve your gameplay. Always watch if you can. Okay, so, and then we have the Scoreboarder app inside of the Interstellar Sentinel Discord. So, what you got, it's very easy to connect with us on this. And if you're also watching this out there, by the way, if you'd like to get involved, if you'd like to play, you don't have the money, just DM me. Like, having someone that's passionate to play, that wants to dedicate their time to the project is worth $11.99. Oh, we're on sale right now, 25% off, Steam sale, huzzah! So there you go. And I'll be more than happy to involve you, as long as like this isn't just for free Steam keys. You got to actually play. So okay, with that, let me get this together here and get my Trello board up. All right, let's see. Caravan 1. All right. So we didn't do that guy. I haven't seen this bug occur anymore. I'm still verifying. I've gotten Highness and Royal Highness, but let's see here. Also fixed power down. Only giving 1 power down. Start of the level. I've already started working a little bit on this. So, all right, now we've got this here. We're going to put this over here. Maybe this a bit smaller. I probably can do this actually. Usually I don't do this in a browser. That's probably fine. This is the only way I stay sane. I have so many projects. My life is essentially one big Trello project. Oh, Caravan. Oh, that's actually. I was tired last night. Hell's Boss Rush. There we go. And let's see. To do. I got that. There we go. Error. And doing. Jeez, man. Because we might need to take notes. Do this. Got this. Okay. This work? Yeah, that works. All right, cool. Awesome. And we're going to hear, oh, look, it's 20 minutes. So Phil's going to play, and we'll see. Maybe, I mean, it's 5 minutes, so it sounds like he's played a bunch of times. So let's see what he's got.
The Filler Instinct back with you, and we're doing another Interstellar Sentinel playthrough. But today's going to be different. We've seen the main game. We've seen boss rush mode. Now there's a new mode. Oh yeah, it's called the Caravan mode. You might be asking yourself, what is a Caravan mode? Well, I'll tell you. A Caravan mode was something that they used back in the day to promote shmups. A little bite-sized, about 5 minutes of the game. So the companies would go around and they would shop their game around and hold little Caravan tournaments. And if you won, if you got the highest score for that day or that weekend or whatever, you got a prize. So a lot of shmup companies used to do this back in the day. And
like Hudson Soft
being a very prominent shmup, I'm starting to see. The people at Uplifting Goat have added a Caravan mode. So we're going to try that out. We're going to get we're going to try to get 3 runs done of it today. So without further ado, let's get in there. And before we get to the playthrough, though, I do want to say this. Interstellar Sentinel is on sale right now as part of the Steam Autumn Sale. It is 25% off. If you are looking for a game, if you want a game that's going to itch that shmup itch you get, or scratch that shmup itch.
You want to scratch that shmup itch?
This is the game for you. This will get it done for you. You'll enjoy it. I promise.
Aww.
I've had a great time learning it. It has made me not just a better player at shmups, but a couple of these new first-person shooters as well. So I can't recommend the game enough. Please get in there. Please get in. Hey, maybe you'll get your 1cc. All right, let's get into the play.
It's go time.
So we took the
Into the play.
heroic mode. So real quick, I like seeing how far and how much chat GPTs know about stuff. So, and I did my own research, but it's always cool because you're like, well, I know about this. Let's see if chat GPT gets it right. So Caravan mode in SHMUP, shoot 'em up games is specialized gameplay mode designed for time limited high score challenges. Typically, players have a short fixed duration, such as 2 or 5 minutes to play through a specific section of the game where the goal is to achieve the highest possible score before time runs out. It emphasizes fast-paced action, strategic scoring, and memorization of enemy patterns. Yay! Origin story of Caravan mode. Caravan mode originated in the late 1980s and early 1990s with Hudson Soft. Yeah, I played so many Hudson Soft games back in the day. A Japanese game developer as part of their efforts to promote their shooting games. The mode's name is tied to Hudson Soft's Caravan events, which were live gaming tournaments held across Japan to showcase their titles, particularly their shoot-'em-ups like the Star Soldier series. Yeah. Key features of the Caravan mode origin. Gaming tournaments, the events traveled across different locations in Japan, much like a caravan, hence the name. Players competed in time-limited score challenges on specific stages of Hudson Soft games. There were gaming tournaments hosted during the summer. Introduction in games. Caravan was first introduced as a standalone feature in Hudson Soft shoot-'em-ups, such as Star Force and Star Soldier. The mode was a way for players to practice and compete for high scores outside of live events. Let's see here. Design bits, blah, blah, blah. Legacy. Caravan mode became a beloved feature in the shmup genre, appearing in many later games, even outside Hudson Soft titles. Modern shmup games often include Caravan mode or variations as a nod to this historical legacy and to provide an engaging competitive experience for players. In essence, the Caravan mode, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yep. So so I read a bunch of translated articles from Japanese developers. And one of the things they also said that was really cool is that Maybe I can turn this off and look at this. Yeah, there we go. So we can have moving pictures. Actually, I mean, he might want to talk about things. So anyways, one of the things they found that was really cool was that it was one of those cases where they could have children compete with their parents in a playing field or in a competitive environment that wasn't physically based. So you had young sons defeating their fathers playing STGs or shoot 'em up games, and it was really cool because it gave Japanese families who also, culturally speaking, Japanese culture is amazing. They value a lot of in-person time. They have a whole different view when it comes to the net, the internet and how to interact. Now things have changed. You know, that's what culture is, right? It's a living thing. But it was a really interesting phenomenon, right? And I really appreciate that. Again, we are all standing on the giants of those that came before us, and it's always a pleasure whenever I can connect with the past and bring new players into the genre and to share these types of things. The ultimate goal for Caravan mode, shout out to Zorky, is that we want to do prize pools. So maybe a $500 prize pool for the top 10 spots. And we want to take that to indie game conventions or game conventions or PAX or things like that. So where we can have a rally, have people enter and play. The game will be I'll include Caravan levels, at least a few of them in the free demo. So there's no low price entry or any of that. So we're not trying to game the system or anything there. But ultimately, it's good to get and allow and see. And maybe attract better and higher score players. I really want to see what happens when people have a real motivation, a monetary incentive to compete and get their best scores. So, yeah. All right. So let's get back to this. Thanks for that, Phil. I appreciate that.
Caravan 1. Let's go. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
Indeed. All right. I got my notes together. We got it. We had our story time.
Oh, I like this back. Oh, nice.
A little old school
Okay.
Life Force flavor with the flesh walls.
Little hell wall. Okay.
It's a nice little slice of gameplay. It's not from any specific level. There are things
I like it so far.
There are things that I pulled together, and also unlike Nine Hells Boss Rush. Which is amazing in that it's really brutal, but it's a little too brutal for people just to come and start. So that's why this mode exists.
I think a super would be fantastic right about now.
You got a super.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. And again, Phil, big shout outs to Filler Instinct in the community. He just had almost his first 0 death run across the single player game, and got the 4th ending.
Mother out of here.
I might have to actually get another ending card because we both are putting up scores across the game that are in the billions. So he had, I think, 2.6 billion ish. Is amazing. I probably should have downloaded this video and watched it in the editor, but we'll see. Could use the super.
This section's designed to get you ready for the chicanery that is level 7.
He's noticing some of that. I did go with some more advanced, setups. It takes a little while to figure things out. And since he is technically the top player aside from me in Interstellar Sentinel on the planet. It's freaking cool. So it's a real pleasure to watch him play. And he's very kind. Comes from I met him from streaming when we both streamed back in the day, and so we've been friends a long time, and it's been really cool to see.
Weapons up. Boy, it sure would. It sure would.
He missed the secret. Aha! That's good. But it's been a real pleasure to see him really lean into the game and spend the time that he has with it. Ooh, that's rough. Oh god, he's in a crazy spot. He does have a super pocket. Oh, he's dialed. Look, he's enjoying this new content.
This is crazy though.
He's seen things he's never seen before, like those Robonoid spawners.
I definitely like what a nice sample size of the game it is. Oh shit.
Yeah, so he starts to want to talk, and then he takes a whack in the face. That's shmupping for you. So I have this desire to set up the Uplifting Goat Patreon page. I already started. I need to really sit down and think about all the things I want to do. But one of the things I'd love to do is to set a patron tier that would give you access and basically make us develop Caravan levels once a month. And I think that would be really fun. Mostly remixes of Interstellar 1 for now, but also giving people the opportunity to just, you know, like if they want to support the studio and maybe get a little more involved and get benefits for that. I think it's a win-win everywhere. I think I can do these types of things in about 2 days now that I got the template set up. And I wouldn't have had a lot of this.
Is that fine?
All right, 1 second. I think I was imagining stuff. I want to go back and look at this. Okay. So okay, he's got his flux capacitor ring beam, switches to the bottom weapon.
Is that fine?
Yeah, okay. All right. And that's supposed to what's happened. Like, he wasn't able to put up enough damage. I did have the first broodmother. She does exit. Ooh, look at him. He's focused.
Use that super.
That's what it's there for. And I noticed that he switches to the power shot now. Okay, there he goes. Look. So there's 5 extra seconds ish at the end. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Shoot.
Now there's a little bit of empty space there because there's.
Oh, I missed some Lokis. Oh, okay. No death. There we go. That's kind of sick that the no death counts now. I missed the secret. There's a secret. Oh, I gotta look for it next time.
It's all the hallmarks. We did make a tweak to remove pacifist mode because when you have 5.
Let's run it again. That's fun. I like this. This is actually my first ever Caravan mode that I'm playing. So
Yeah. Look,
I'm
okay.
pretty excited.
72 million.
To be playing it.
Holy shit.
Just warms in my heart.
Dude, warms my heart. I've been
Let's go.
been getting emotional.
We'll do 2 more runs of it.
You know, it's been a pleasure to see people play and have fun and, you know, and just you know, while we have our dreams of, you know, becoming
Give us a
real boy studio, maybe being able to make it
show you guys and gals who are interested in shmups how to play it.
I would like to have a tighter loop where it just drops you back into the Caravan level.
Rock and roll, baby.
But for now, that's just the loop that we need to take. Once we have the new variable system, we'll do stuff. But anyways, what I was saying was, it's been really humbling to see people play the game and have a good time, and you know, have people reach out to us and ask us about, you know, silly things like, is our art generated AI art? Nope. You know, and also to see, you know, it's that time, it's that holiday time, people like more time, so it's really cool to see people playing and having fun. And then also just, I get to be the uncle that shows up. You know, my son is 30. I'm not a dinosaur, but you know, like, I'm older in that respect, and it's really cool to show up with you know, here's what's going on in the game. You know, like, hey, you know, in-laws, drink some beers. Drink some beers and play some games, especially when I'm making the things that are crazy face punching, because, you know, this is mid-road. So especially for players that aren't really familiar with the game. So that's really what we're trying to achieve there. I got the music randomizer in. Such a good track.
Weapons up.
It's Infinity Laser. Oh, he's hitting his lines now. Look at those lines. All right. Ooh. And also a big part of the scoring system is how you use your super, because it creates those star gems, and the star gems are worth points, and you have to, they don't just immediately fly into you, you have to pick them up. Ooh, he picks it up. Ooh, he's doing much better this time around. Wow, look at that. This is the second time he's ever played this. And as you'd expect, as you get better at screen clear and everything, the monster trophies appear, and those give you new enemy spawns, right? So as you get better at the mode, there's still that layering that, you know, is one of my telltale marks. I was playing through Angel at Dusk, and they have a really great tutorial. And one of the things they said is that a SHMUP developer, you know, basically the producer is, it's their flavor, right? Like that's kind of their, you know, like when you play another operator or creator's game, you're playing kind of their flavor of, you know, SHMUP design, right? And that's like your fingerprint, you know, that's who you are at the end of the day. Especially when you're small, and most of every SHMUP developer I know these days, we're just all very indie, right? Like single people companies. I'm very fortunate to have an art team, and I have one engineer, but for the most part, all the scripting, all the design, I mean, that's all me. And so this is like my operator's signature. For better or worse, I've definitely made people curse me.
I definitely took that hit there. Sorry, I'm locked in right now.
Oh, I can tell. Not a big deal.
That's my least favorite enemy in the game, by the way.
Wait a minute. What is his least favorite?
Or one of them.
Weapons
It
up.
just caused me so much pain and heartache.
Wait.
Favorite enemy in the game.
Here we go.
That's my least favorite enemy in the game, by the way.
Ah, the Soul Blight Reapers.
That's my least
Reapers.
favorite enemy in the game,
These guys.
by the way.
Yeah, they show up and they have projections that they push forward that do damage, and they're big wide bullets, but they also block your
Caused me
shots.
so much pain and heartache.
And that's why I use them very sparingly. Oh shit! Oh, he goes for it. You know what I could do? First mecha demon chopper spawn. Delay. Second spawn. 5 seconds. So basically, so here you can see, so I've got this thing where these guys spawn, right? And then they have these kind of wait points.
Weapons up.
And so I want to delay the spawn of the second one a little bit longer, so then you have them spread out a little bit more. He's trying diligently. Oh, it's interesting. So the Broodmother, he's got the flux capacitor ring beam. Wow, it's interesting. Like, super interesting to see, because the second time that he came in very similarly with his weapons, and at this point in the level. So, and you know, playing games is also problem solving, right? So you're trying to figure out what your route is, which weapons. His chain combo multiplier is up at 600, by the way. It's up in the upper right corner. You can see that. I think I have one gap still. I need to look at. I need to play the game myself. Let's see. Add some popcorn enemies to the last 5 seconds.
All right, I'll take that. I'll take that for a nice little second run. No Lokis. We got a higher score, though. We did get a higher score. No death. Love that. Oh, wow. Only 8 monster trophies. I think we got more monster trophies last time. I still missed the dang secret.
Well, once I have variables. Look at that. He's cracking. He's like, where is this at? There's some new stuff I put in this level in the Caravan mode just creatively that I haven't done in the game, which I'm really enjoying.
All right, let's do one more. It's bite size.
Yeah.
It's great. It's this. You know. Let's do one more.
Yep, that's exactly the point. Just one more.
One more playthrough.
And so with the Patreon side of things and my own desires and kind of doing the design, it's a different type of design work than what I'm doing with Interstellar 2 right now, because it's more flow and level state. And with Interstellar 2, there's a lot of big creative thinking and some hard, like deep scripting and thinking about bosses and how that stuff works. I'm thinking about big systems still, because it won't be Interstellar 2 isn't just this game plus new levels. It's going to be new weapon system, and there'll be some things that translate over, like we're bringing the monster trophies, but yeah, so it's a different kind of work. It's also just it's expensive. It takes much longer for me to do stuff as opposed to being able to sit down and do this. This is just pure gameplay fun.
Weapons up.
So it's interesting. He hasn't found there's a little secret at the very beginning of the level there.
Weapons up.
Good use of the bottom laser there. The laser totally reminds me of Einhander. Oh, so good. We got a buddy in the SHMUP community right now who is essentially making kind of a very inspired Einhander, kind of a clone a little bit. Not quite. There's some things we can't do with the engine yet, but he loves playing Einhander. He's got a great sense of audio design. He's an audio producer as well, DJ. And he's got a, he's been doing indie game dev for a long time, so he's got a good sense for flow and environment. I'm excited to see some of his versions. I'm going to play test his early stuff.
Now we're doing what I like to call TCB and
DJ Ear, by the way, that's the shout out. Happy holidays, friend. Takes a community, takes a village, my friends. Love my infinity laser. Ooh, he's getting pushed. Oh. He's actually doing worse in these sections right now.
Just the little brood hatchers get bigger.
Nah.
I'm sorry, boss. I'll learn the names one day.
Oh, it's whatever. It's all good. I'll have the digital version of the art book soon. It's really cool. Oh, by the way, get to show up and be like, hey, people I love, I haven't seen for a
one
while.
Day I will learn the names of all the enemies and things in this game.
And then I show up with.
That's when I finally order the art book.
It's funny you say that. Yeah, so I show up and I'm giving out, like, for the people that want it, like the art book. So it's cool. It's super cool. Aha.
There's the secret.
Aha.
Yo, those sounds though.
Also, he's starting to hear some of the new audio design work that we're doing. I haven't been super satisfied with everything that we did when we launched.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Well done on that sound for the secret.
I love the flow. Like he's played so many hours. It's really cool to see like him just step into a weapon.
I actually like where the secret is. Like I like that it's hidden because it gives you incentive to really like explore.
This is the thing that happens in SHMUPs, right? Because SHMUPs are kind of like they're like a mental dance, right? You're always taking in information, and since it's an auto scroller in this particular case, it's not all shmups, right? The moment that you switch out of being in this very perceptive mode where you're watching the whole screen, you're seeing where everything is coming for, the moment your brain switches to some other place, I like to call it like texting or driving, right? Sure, you can do it, but when you do it, there's always a little bit of risk, even if you're great at it, right? So watch this. So
Gives you insane. I actually like where.
So he's really rocking and rolling right here. But I can hear him. He starts to think about where the secret was. Like he's locking it in because he's trying to improve his score. Right? He's already at a higher score than his previous run because he found the secret and a bunch of things. And he's using the I nicknamed the flux capacitor ring beam. So you know, and basically it's this, right? And you can see him as he's navigating through the world. He's like, oh, he's rock and rolling. It's a little bit short range, but he's using each of the axes. It feels real good. It makes my brain go, yeah, whatever. You're using the tool to be effective in the environment. And then watch what happens. Wait for it. So he's still rocking and rolling, right? Like he takes out this wave of robonoids. These are new spawn behaviors, by the way, of robonoids. They were fun to do. He explores this and he starts to talk about the secret, right?
I actually like where this.
And then the moment he steps back to talk about the secret, look what happens. He loses focus of where he's at with the enemies, right? Because he's also using a short range. He's using the short range weapon. And so these guys, one of these guys escapes off screen. So it's just, I love it.
The secret is, you know, like I like that it's hidden because it gives you incentive to really like explore. I like that. That's a nice change. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Appreciate that. Good feedback. He also, the core gameplay.
I think for me, I also feel like it's in a very fair place too for like to find it.
Weapons up.
Thanks, man.
So I like that.
Look, I designed something.
That in Interstellar too. That's cool.
He's got that phaser. Oh yeah, so he's not messing around with the Broodweather. Picks up his star gems. Gets the Loki string. Ooh, I think this is where. This is where.
Devs need a suggestion for Interstellar 2, but I doubt they need it for me. They're doing a great job. They know they are.
No, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Destroy a Thing and their power-ups behind it. So that's one of the themes I brought into this. I didn't really do much in. I don't think I hit anything in the flesh walls, in the regular levels. So, which reminds me. Okay, so, second brood mother. If you super down the first one, you drop your chain combo. Add mini combo maintainers to damage to them. Basically what that is that I have one of the things I've done for all of our bosses in the game, and this is sort of like a little mini boss, is that as you do damage, for every 500 points of damage you do, they poop out some of their soul bits, I guess. they squib out some of their soul bits, and you can collect them. And every time you, the way that I've set it up, every time you get them to squib out soul bits, that re-procs your chain combo multiplier. Just another way of rewarding that, you know, that design layer for scoring. No, he's upgraded in his weapon set. Missed the monster trophy at the top. Wow, 8 seconds in here.
Highest score to date in Caravan mode. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that I still think timers are
Let's see.
I think timers are not 100% accurate.
No, Dad.
I think they're frame rate dependent.
Son of a gun. I'll take an amazing though.
Pretty good,
I'll
pretty
take an
good.
amazing. Oh, if we'd only got that one last monster trophy. Hurts my soul, but it's okay. We did well. We got a high score. We went up. Here's the-
109.
The score went up with every play, so that's good.
Check it out. 2.1
As
billion.
far as the mode, I know when Boss Rush came out, I thought it was a good way to get your skills up at the game, and I still believe that. But there's a lot of you out there who maybe haven't played a shmup in a while, and maybe you haven't touched a shmup in quite some time, or
You're new.
you're new to shmups. And I always say, now that I'm a little bit more seasoned
New to
when it
shmup.
comes to shmups, that this is kind of the perfect intro, because it's not as crazy as some of the cave games as far as a bullet hell, but it's just enough to where you can up your skills. I think this mode, Caravan mode, is a perfect introduction for people who are interested in the game.
Woo!
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Uplifting Goat take Caravan mode on the road.
Woo! It's the
Different
plan.
conventions and whatnot. And see how that goes, because I
Or
think there's
C?
a lot of good
C for
juice here
Caravan?
that could be used very, very well. I like it. I think it's a great starter. I think it's a good way to introduce people to the game and see if they like the game or not. I think, maybe, who knows? It could be a free demo. But
Yeah. See, he knows what's going on. It's
anywho,
funny.
I like it. I'm glad we got a high score. Thank you all for watching again. I'll catch you on the next one. You take care.
Yeah, that was awesome. Holy shit, that made my morning. Happy day. Thanks so much, Phil, for playing Killer Instinct.
Missed the sequel.
And I mean, look, episode 51. He is our. You dream and you hope that you get someone that wants to go deep with your game, that wants to find replay value in it. Just this is why you do it, right? And you got to make something that's fun in order to get people to play it. And look, it's stacked against us when it comes to how I lost my train of thought. The deck is stacked against us when it comes to these style of games because they're not mainstream by any measure anymore. You have to find where your players are. And the thing is that with all of the ports and the remakes and even the new shmups, we're still in a place where, look, I just Blue Revolver rearmed, reloaded, remixed. It just came out, like this update. The game's been out for like 8 years, so I've been doing my runs now in Blue Revolver, and it's like there's lots of good choices out there. So, at the surface, when you play a shmup, you can play a shmup and you don't have to go for your 1 credit clear. You don't have to, that's fun if you want to go deeper. But as you unwrap the layers of how the game systems work together, and you push yourself for, trying to improve your scores, that's where I think that's where the magic of the gameplay is. But at the surface, people are like, oh, a playthrough is 25 minutes. Generally, shmups are still, because they're kind of, there's very much the arcade flavoring of that. Like home shmups, like Gradius 5 is like an hour to play through, right? That's a good sitting. That's a long time to maintain levels of focus and to see how well you can do over the long haul. And the single player mode in Interstellar 1 is about an hour to play through. So but that's on the longer side of shmups. So if it's not fun, or there aren't things that change or things that improve while you improve at the game as you're pulling apart the systems and getting better and better, you're missing opportunities as a developer to, I think, really design the space. And so at the surface, a lot of people see these things and they're like, it's an hour gameplay, and then they're done because they don't want to play for score. They don't want to play to understand the game deeper. There isn't new content. So, I think there's something to be said for designers designing that space. Because, for instance, I've played, and I know this is terrible. I know this is, everyone's going to poo-poo me over this, but I've played a lot. I got my platinum trophy in Vampire Survivors, right? And there's something I really like about, it's 30 minutes, but there's some really good design stuff that they do. And it's very easy to get into it. you know, in terms of being an auto shooter. But there's a progression of unlocks and challenges and things and new weapons and new characters, like the ability to have bite-sized chunks of gameplay, 30 minutes or less, and to achieve the goals. And it's really awesome that, you know, a game that basically used sprite art in terms of art packs in its early days that were very Castlevania-esque inspired, which is fantastic. Castlevania is huge. Like, it's all that inspiration's all over my games as well. That they just released in October the Castlevania DLC, so which has been cool to return to the world and see the kind of their take on it. So very excited to see what they wind up doing as a studio as well. So, but there's something really cool about that space that I've been really enjoying, because sometimes you also just don't have the time to sit down and, you know, or the mental energy to work, you know, to play a 4X or to play your RPG. Like, there are different types of flavors at different types of times for me as a gamer that I like to choose. So, all right, that's my little soapbox. Thank you so much for everyone out there. Thank you to the community. Thank you, Filler Instinct. This was very informative. We've got a couple pickups here. I'm going to do my playthrough here and get a new build up probably early this afternoon. Also, there was a couple bugs that I had that we fixed. And to everyone else out there, feel free to leave some comments below, to join us on the community side of things, to compete. You know, we're small but a fierce and loving community dedicated to gameplay and game development. And you know, like, if there's no people that show up, it's not as rewarding. So for all the people that have been playing, that are coming new to the game from the sale, thank you so much. And to everyone else, we'll see you next time.